Hi everyone, this is Marcia. Welcome to my channel and to this week's project. We are going to take these three necklaces that I have here on the mat, and we're going to make a new necklace incorporating beads from each one of these. Each one of these necklaces have issues. This first one, as you can see, the starfish pieces are broken. But I do like these, and they are glass beads, so we're going to take these and these glass beads here with the black beads. We might incorporate some of these as well. But as you can see, what I'm assuming is a silver tone bead is dull. They're worn, so we're going to get rid of those, but we're not going to be using them for this project. And then I like these beads, but they are so irregular. They're not the same size. But maybe these white ones we can use. And these are uniform. They look like a 4mm. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do with these pieces. I was going to run them through the ultrasonic cleaner as a whole necklace, but I think I'll go ahead and I'll break them apart and then put them in the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm taking my goodness, that doesn't want to come off. Anyway, I'm going to take these apart and clean them before I start making the new necklace. And we're going to do them, or do the necklace, in a rosary style. So we're going to be taking these off of the stringing wire, the stringing material, and we're going to be putting head pins through the beads and looping off the ends. And I have some new toys to play with, so I've been wanting to use them in a project. And as always, any parts we don't use in this project from these pieces, we will save, because we could maybe use them in another project. So, you know, we could use these seed beads in a project where the size or the uniformity is not crucial. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to bore you with all of this. I'm going to go ahead and break it all down. I'm going to get these in the ultrasonic cleaner, and then I'll come back and we'll start laying out what our new necklace will look like. So, be right back. Okay, I am back. Got the necklaces broke apart, ran all the beads through the ultrasonic cleaner. I have the ones that I might use in this necklace laid out here. Still have the large white ones that we will definitely use in another project. My goodness. I'm using these head pins. I think these are... yeah, these are 2-inch head pins. Well, that's a head pin. I don't want that. Eye pin is what I'm using. And I said we're going to do a rosary style or a rosary bead. I suppose it is. I think of rosary, you know, it's one individual. It's like one of these per loop, per head pin. And I guess this is basically, because this is what I'm thinking about doing. And the only reason I'm using these white ones on the ends here is because these holes are a little larger than I would like in the head pin. And I can show you if you're interested. Watch this one not be like that. Well, it does kind of go into it a little bit, but some are bigger than others. And they sit a little oddly. So I decided to go ahead and add... I don't have enough of the black, so I'm continuing with the white. But this is what one will look like, and then we'll attach one of these in between each. So we'll alternate the stations like this. Like I said, we're using a 2-inch, or I am using a 2-inch eye pin. This is what I'm using. It's the Cousin brand, the DIY. I think I got these at Walmart, but I'm sure they're probably in most craft stores, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I wouldn't swear to it, but I would think they would be. It's a pretty popular brand. I've been using Cousin brand for years. Anyway, so this is what I'm using, and we've already got the loop on one end, but this is the new toy I was talking about. I've been wanting one of these for a while. I usually use the round nose pliers for making my loops, but I see other ladies doing it, and I thought, you know what, it's about time. I've been wanting one of these. It makes it a little easier. I bought a bundle where I got the 1.5 millimeter, which is this one, and that's what we're going to use because that's pretty much, if you put that on there, that's pretty much what that makes. And then I also got a 2.25 or 2 1/4 and a 3 millimeter. So we'll be making, we can use some large beads and make some large loops. So, and this is a Beadsmith, another good name. I have products by them. And I'm not sponsored. Nobody pays me for dropping their name. It's just products I use, and if I like it, I figure somebody else might like it. So, and I failed to mention in the beginning that the 3 necklaces that I broke apart for this project, they were found in a jewelry drawer on my other channel, and that was video 337. So I'll put that in the link below if you want to go check that out. So let's get started. Let's see how this baby works. So I've got this started with the beads on each side and put it through like this. I'm guessing I should have it that way. I guess it's, I want this to go the other, but hold on, I want this to go in the other direction. I want the direction of the eye pin going up. Not that I can't twist it later, but, and then you just run it through. If there's extra wire, are you seeing this? It comes out the other end. And I'm no expert at this, so, you know, oh, too much. Okay. You don't go past that bead, I don't suppose. And I'm holding it, hopefully. I might have to do some tweaking. Well, here goes nothing. Okay. Well, that was quick. Come on, get out of there. A little piece left over. There is, yeah, there's a little more play in there than I would like. I guess with a symbol, we'll see if it works better on this, but when you have a bulk trying to get it through, let me, I'm going to need another pair of pliers. Hold on a minute. Okay, I grabbed up a bunch. I grabbed up a bunch of my tools, not knowing what I'm going to need, so let's see. Yeah, that's a little bit more play, but it could have been the way I held it in there. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I made a sample pen when I first got them, but I haven't really used these for a project yet. So, okay. This is why, you know, I do like the convenience of a tool, but sometimes you have more control over what the piece does when you are doing it manually. And I'm doing this, I hope you could see this. I'm just trying to, no, this is way too much. I'm going to put this off to the side. It could be the beads. Let me get a feel for this. Let me do one of these and see if it makes a difference. So you're supposed to bring it through like this. You press it up against there. Make sure, I think the bead is supposed to be touching this part here. And yeah, that is much better. It could just be the play in that one bead. Yeah, I don't have that here. So I think what the problem is, I just, I'll close it up just a little bit. I just need to practice. So, I mean, that looks pretty good. So we've got that. So let me try this one. I might just have to waste a pen. You know, I guess I just need to get the feel. Okay, I've got it in there, and this one might be too tight. I don't want to break a bead, that's for sure. Whoa, yeah. This one might be. I can't get it out. Okay, this, yep, I broke that bead. See, you don't want to do that. Now that one I got a little too close. Okay, so it's got to be somewhere in between this and this. So it's got to have some play in it, so you don't do what I just did and break the bead. But I'm wondering. I'll put that one off to the side too. Do I know what I'm doing? Yes and no. I know what I'm doing, but I'm just using a new technique and new tools, and sometimes you have to practice. So, okay. Third time's a charm. So this is going to be lucky. This is going to be a lucky one. If I can get this. Alrighty. Leave a little bit of play, but not too much. Okay. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Nope. See, that's too much. But I'm going to fix this one by hand. If I can find my little snippers. So I'm going to snip a little bit of this off. I might have to do these manually and just do some practicing with this tool. I like the concept. Don't know if I'm ready yet. These things just turn on me. Straighten them out. Yeah, there's a little bit of play in that, but it's better. I want to get this a little closer up. But that snugged it better. Like I said, with the hand tool, well, this I guess is a hand tool also. But yeah, you have a little more control. And when you're dealing with glass beads, let me tell you, you do not want to break them. So I'm going to have to take these two apart. But this one is good. This one is doable. So we'll have that, and then we'll have another one, and then we'll have another of these, and we'll keep going around. So that's what I'm going to do off camera. And I might alternate, maybe I'll do a black bead in between. Maybe like that. If I have enough. If I have enough. We can maybe do it on the front portion and alternate or do something else in the back. But there is some dark spots, and I know that's why they use the black. It's darker spots. I don't know. Well, let me work up these because it's just a matter of, putting them together after we have them made. So let me go ahead and make these, and then we can play around with how we think these might go together. Okay, I'll see you back here in a little bit. Alrighty, I am back after putting together the beads, or after putting the beads on the eye pens, and kind of laying it out to where I think I might want it to be. It's all subject to change, because as you go along, and that's what happens when you're designing, what you think it might look like, how you start out, changes as you move along. But anyway, this is what I have. Originally, I wasn't planning on a drop. I was going to do just that. But then I changed my mind. And I turned one of these into a little drop, and I'm going to attach this. What I have, this side is connected. This is not. These are just the individual stations. Well, except for that one. And as you can see, I did do this one. The white, I like the white, I guess. But I did add a splash of black in between some of these. So I think it breaks it up a little bit. It's not just the white. And I did use the one bead that I broke. That is the only casualty so far. This has a little chip off of it. And it may or may not be usable if you have a... No, it's right on the side. I was going to say with a cap. A cap might cover that. But anyway, that's that. And I did reuse the pen. I reused a pen to make one of these little stations. Not bad, you know. I'm leaving that mistake in. And some of you might say, why? So you can see, this is a new tool for me. And with anything new, it takes getting used to. And mistakes will happen. So I want you to see if this happens to you, if you break a bead, or if it's too tight, too loose, you learn from it. Nothing is perfect. But if you do make a mistake, you learn and you move on. So that's why I'm leaving that in. You know, if I wanted this to be a perfect tutorial, start to finish, I wouldn't. Because I wouldn't want you to see I made a mistake. But they happen. So this, as you can see, is the design I'm going to go with. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to connect my left side of beads to mimic my right side. And after I do that, I'll take a measurement, see if it's the length I want, and then we'll decide what clasp we're going to put on it. Alrighty? So let me go do that, and I'll see you back here in just a little bit. Alright, I have done the assemblage of this piece, and this is what it looks like. I've ended with 2 black beads. Stretched out, this measures 20 inches, and I think that's a good length, especially since it has a Y drop. For me, if you're a larger woman, you might want to add to it. Unless I take 2 of these beads out and use them for earrings, and I do a couple more just single to have this on the back of the neck. It's a possibility. Like I say, you know, it just, how you end up is not always what you originally think of. You have to sometimes modify, or you try it, you don't like it, you change it. Well, I'm okay with this. I would normally like the smaller beads on the back of the neck, but this is not. I think it's okay. I'm going to forego these beads. Maybe I'll just make simple earrings using the black and the brown and the white. We'll see. So let's choose a clasp. I have a magnetic clasp, which, oh, that's why I don't like magnetic clasps. See that? It peels off. But anyway, we do have a magnetic clasp, which would definitely make it easy to get on and off. So that's what that would look like. And these I did find in a jewelry jar, so except for the pens, that would make this whole project a redo with parts from a jewelry jar. But I'm not sure I want that. I have these, which were also found in a jewelry jar. Do they come with... I'm going to need some jump rings. I need some jump rings to attach these. But this would, I mean, not that it matters, it's in the back, but it does kind of play on the shape of the bicones. So many decisions to make. And then we have this one, which is the same, only a larger, which I'm not sure. I guess it kind of picks up on the larger beads here. These are all possibilities. And then, of course, this is lobster claw clasp, which I bought. And somehow I don't like that. So let's eliminate that right off the bat. So it's this, which like I said, I don't know if you all can see that. See how it peels. Concept is good, but let's see if I can find one. Oh yeah, this one. I know we're not going to use these. So it's this or this, maybe the large one. Now I might need an extra bead. Let me attach this. Well, I need those jump rings though. I'll use those jump rings. Let me attach this and see if I can get by with this one bead, because we do need this to be able, you have to have enough length to go through the other side of the toggle clasp. So let me go ahead and do that, or can I do it? I'll do it right here. We'll just open up a jump ring. And this is how you on it. You twist. Always twist. When you're making jewelry, you twist. And let's add this one to here and add it to that. And then we're going to close it up. And you hear that click. Usually, you sometimes have to go back and forth a little bit. Well, that adds to that. I tell you, it almost looks like a pair of lips. Okay, that's good. Now, this is what I'm talking about. It has to be, you have to have enough plenty. So good. This way you don't compromise the look. I don't know. Oops. Helps if you can see it. Here we go. Well, there you have it. What do you think? I need to practice. Honestly, I do believe that these beads were part of the problem, because the way the holes are drilled, some of them go in more, and like I said, that's why I had to use the little white beads to begin with. But it allows for place, but hopefully it won't be that noticeable when it's on the neck when you're wearing it. So I'll take a picture of this on my velvet bust, velveteen, whatever it is. Well, as always, I like to hear your feedback. Do you think I did okay with this closure choice? Would you have gone with the smaller one? Would you have done something else? I don't know. Do you like the wine necklaces? Do you like the combination? I don't know. I'm not looking for approval. I just kind of, I want to get ideas. What, if anything, would you have done differently? I know it's my design, and it's all a matter of taste. My taste is not necessarily yours, and vice versa. But I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I would wear this, the right occasion. I like these beads. I like these amber. And I have quite a few left, so yeah, maybe we'll be making some earrings. I have quite a few of the white ones also. So we have any number of combinations to create some earrings. I don't have any more of these beads, but we could do a simple bracelet just using these and the white beads and the black beads, Make a little bracelet. We'll see. It could happen. And like I said, I left the mistakes in so you all can see. You don't need to get frustrated. Just make the mistake. We learn from them. Move on. We're human. This is what happens. No one is perfect. one quick mention, I did want to tell you these, in case, you know, you could be curious. This is how I measure the gauge of the wire that I'm using. This, it's American Standard wire gauge for non-ferrous metals. Okay, well, I have a feeling this is ferrous. If I got a magnet, it would stick. But this is how, there's a hole here, but there's a little slit here. And you just make your way down. I already know what this is. There's a 22. See, it's still not fitting. We get to the 21, and it does slide in there very easily into the 20. So it's, but it will fit into the 21. So this is 21 gauge. The wire I usually use is 20 or 22 gauge. This is a head pin I made with copper wire. Yeah, this was the pure. It's not the copper colored craft wire, but this is, okay, that's a 20. This is a 20 gauge. And this is a 21 gauge. This looks a lot heavier. 20. This won't go into the 21. But anyway, this is a handy tool to have around if you do work with wires and you lose your package or something and you say, oh, I need a 20 gauge, but that's just a spool of wire and I don't know what it is. Get one of those. They're not that expensive. Anyway, enough talking. As always, I really hope you enjoyed this. It's a process. I don't know, maybe the smaller one will look better. Okay, I don't want to overthink this. Maybe next week we'll put together some earrings, or a bracelet, or both. But until then, go out there and get inspired. Find some beads. Buy one of these and practice. Like I said, they worked fine on the smaller groupings, and on these, not so much on these bigger beads. So I'm thinking it's the beads, and it could be the operator as well. I need to practice. So let me go do that. Until next week's video, you all take care. See you then. Bye-bye.